Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Gentle Yoga. My name is Ruben, and I'm coming to you with Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. We'll be together for 1 hour, a gentle class, easy going. Get all the props you might want, your mat, your blanket, a strap, blocks, whatever is going to make you feel comfortable. Make sure you have that with you as you settle in. And welcome again. My name is Ruben, and I am offering gentle yoga with Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness today. Nice to be with you. So we'll settle in. Settle in on the edge of a folded blanket or towel, just something to prop your hips up a little bit. We're going to take it really easy today. Your legs can be crossed in Sukhasana, easy pose. If that's not comfortable, just stretch them out. So to start, I want you to be comfortable. And then once your body does feel supported, go inward to begin to focus on the breath. Rest your hands comfortably towards your lap. And if it feels okay, close your eyes completely. If you prefer, you can just gaze downwards if closing your eyes doesn't feel supportive. You're going to lift your spine, lengthen, and as you do that, relax your shoulders. Spine lifts up, shoulders drop down. Relax your jaw. And begin to feel your breath. Breathe naturally. Follow an organic rhythm. And as you do, feel into your breath. Feel your body rising and falling with the breath as it flows in and out. And for a moment, this is our focus, feeling the natural flow of breath. If you can, inhale and exhale through your nostrils, which just refines the breath a little bit. And as you feel your body moving with breath, begin to scan your body. Notice sensation or parts of your body that might be sensitive, sore, or injured. Breathing, noticing body. And if you come across any of those places, any place that feels sore or injured, you're going to take extra good care of those body parts in class today. Keep breathing, and now as you scan your body, scan for any place that feels vibrant, peaceful, strong, energized, any place with that quality. It might be feeling strength in the strong beat of your heart. It might be feeling a sense of peacefulness in softened shoulders. So scan your body to tune in to places that feel alive, strong, vibrant, healthy, peaceful, and just feel into that, tap into that energy as you breathe. And then we'll begin to move, keeping that mindfulness, that connection to breath, to body throughout class today. We'll start with some seated cow and cat. Hands rest towards your thighs. Legs can be crossed or open out to a V. And as you inhale, take your heart forward, extend your chin, bend your elbows back. Exhale, straighten out your arms, round your back, tuck your chin, let your pelvis rock back and forth as you go. Inhale to come forward with an open heart. Exhale, rounding, so you're opening your heart the other way behind you. Inhale forward. Exhale back, and keep going. Let your pelvis rock as you go. Your whole spine soft and flexible. And as you continue for the next few moments, just focus on your heart space, how you can expand and open in either direction. Envision the muscles in your chest and upper back, the muscles that surround your heart, envision them opening, softening. Envision oxygen going to your heart to nurture it as you breathe and flow. And if you like creative visualization, you can envision a green light glowing all around your heart. That's the color of your heart chakra in the chakra system. Beautiful green, just like nature right now, with all the trees popping with bright, beautiful green. And then come up to your center. Going to drop the head just gently, right ear over right shoulder, and take a few breaths just like this, sitting tall, feeling your sitting bones on the earth. You're grounded there. At the same time, spine is long and the shoulders are relaxed, and the head's just resting for a few breaths, stretching through the side of the neck. And rock your head up to center and softly over to the other side. Breathing, let gravity do the work. And just notice the sensation in your neck, shoulders. And take your head back to center. Bring your hands to your shoulders. We're going to inhale, center. And as you exhale, let your torso, hips are grounded. Exhale, torso tilts over to the side. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, grounded hips and legs, torso tilts over. Inhale, center. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, center. Exhale, tilt. And we're going to keep going a little bit more, stretching through the spaces between the ribs as we go. Invite the sides of your body to lengthen, to soften. And you're going, when you do this, right over to the side, like a piece of toast into one of the up and down types of toasters, just in and out. Moving with breath. And one more time. And then back to your center. Relax your arms down. If your legs are crossed in easy pose, we're going to stretch them out to a V. So before we begin, we're going to connect a little bit with our body. Take your hands to your knees and just circle your hands on your knees in one direction. And there's an intention of loving kindness for yourself, saying hello to your body, giving it some love. And if it feels good, reach a little further, just rubbing, waking up, connecting towards shins and calves. Now take tiny little fists, they're soft, and just pat on your thighs, inner thighs, tops of thighs, outer thighs. Great. And then settle your legs. Softly flex your feet, toes to the sky. Take your heart, rotate in the direction of your right leg. Inhale, arms to center, either to your heart or to the sky. Exhale, pull your belly in, twisting your torso to the opposite side, arms down. Inhale to center. Exhale, belly pulls in, a soft twist through the upper body. Inhale, center, legs stay heavy, connected to the earth. Exhale, twist. So we'll take a few more of these. Move with your breath at a pace that feels good. You could be going very slowly. You could be going very quickly, which would be invigorating. The speed doesn't matter. What matters is that you're connecting to your inner rhythm, to what feels good and what feels right as you go. And then inhale, come to center, palms together. Exhale, take your hands to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and think of your intention for class today. What do you want to create? Good. Allow your eyes to open, relax your hands down. We're going to take our heart to earth circles today with our legs wide, just to get a little more stretch through the backs of the legs. If it feels uncomfortable, you can bring your legs into easy pose, crossing at the shins. So take your spine, a soft rotation in the direction of your right leg. We'll kind of keep the arms out in front, like you're holding an orb of energy. So feet are flexed. As you inhale, come forward and around, nice and easy to start, and then exhale back and around. Inhale forward and around, exhale back and around. That's all we're sticking with for now. And as you go, bring it into your body. Let your arms express what feels natural. Notice the backs of your legs as you lean forward. Make sure you're moving in a way that is nurturing to you. And then when you're ready, we're going to change directions. Inhale to come forward and exhale to come back. Kind of churning up your energy. Good. Find center. Relax your hands down. Inhale at center. And as you exhale, lean forward, belly towards earth. Crawl your hands out in front as much as you feel comfortable. And settle into a wide-legged forward fold. Just nice and easy to start. It's only the beginning of class. Let your body soften into awakening. We'll hold for several rounds of breath. You can focus on the sensation of your breath or the sound of your breath if you like, to create a meditative moment. Start to walk your hands back in, coming to sit all the way up at neutral. We're gonna come to tabletop on hands and knees. So the blanket or towel that you've been sitting on can now be placed on your mat as a cushion for your knees. Crawl onto that blanket or towel. And once you're there, start to move your knees out in space. Bring your feet to touch. Take your hips back and down towards your heels. Stretch your arms out in front and lower your forehead to the mat. Ground into your child's pose. Feel the length of your spine. Feel the fullness of your breath. And make any adjustments to the pose that will make you feel more comfortable, more supported. In your child's pose, crawl your hands towards the left, letting the right side of your body lengthen and open. Ground your hands, keep your head to the mat as you breathe and stretch through the right side of your body. Start to crawl your hands over to the other side. Hands move towards the right, reaching far out in front. Head to the mat, stretching long through the left side of your body. Bring your hands back to center. Come on up to hands and knees, tabletop. If the wrists feel uncomfortable, you can try fists or come onto forearms. So once that's settled, let's tuck our toes and just keep them tucked, just to activate the feet a little bit. Inhale, tilt your tailbone to the sky, drop your belly down, lift your chin in cow pose. Exhale, press into your hands, fists, or forearms, arch your spine high, hang your head in cat. Inhale, tilt your tailbone to the sky, let your belly drop down, lift your chin in cow pose. Exhale, tuck your tailbone to the earth, arch your spine high, hang your head in cat. Take 2 or 3 more of those at your own pace, moving with your breath. And then come back to center. We're going to walk our hands closer to our knees and then shift your weight back so you're in a tiny little squat. Just move your blanket off to the side while you're down there. And then start to flatten your feet to the earth. Knees stay bent, hang your head. Hands can touch the floor. Hands can grab opposite elbows. Hands can rest on the legs. We're gonna hang in ragdoll. Picture a ragdoll, loose, hanging, floppy. So see here what feels good as you flop around. It might be shaking the head, bouncing the legs, rocking the hips. So give yourself a window in which to play for a moment to explore in ragdoll pose what feels good to help you let go. Good. And then eyes open, bend your knees, and we're going to slowly round up from the bottom of the spine, bit by bit, the shoulders and the head are the last to lift. Rounding up until you're all the way standing. Good. So we're going to play a little bit with standing sun salutations. You may want to use blocks or a chair or a box or something that you can access when you fold forward. And you may not want that or prefer it. You might want to grab onto your shins or just bring your hands to the floor. And all of it is fine, so long as you feel comfortable in your choice. Take a look down and line your feet up, hips width distance apart. Feet are parallel. There's maybe about 5 or 6 inches between the feet. Imagine the bones of your legs running straight up and down. Inhale and sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward and down with a flat back. So hands come to shins, blocks, props, or floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Make your back like a table. Exhale, fold down again. Inhale, stand all the way up. Arms reach for the ceiling. Palms press. Exhale, take your hands down to your heart. And we'll do that a few times. Inhale, lift your arms to the sky. Exhale, with a flat back, fold down. Hands to shins, props, or floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Fold down again. Down we go. Inhale, stand all the way up. Reach for the sky. Palms press. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Good. Here we go. Inhale, lift your arms high. Exhale with a flat back. Swan dive down. Hands connect to a support. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, stand, reach for the sky, rising like the sun, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do one more. Inhale and arms lift high, standing tall. Exhale, fold with a flat back towards the earth. Spine melts down. Inhale, lift and lengthen your back. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise like the sun, reaching all the way up, standing. Palms press. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes if it feels okay. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Maybe sense the beating of your heart. Reconnect with your intention for class. Whatever your intention, feel it. Feel it in your body. Let it vibrate in your cells. Feel what that intention feels like as a truth. Let your eyes open. Relax your hands down. You can move your blocks or your props, if you're using them, off of your mat. And bring your legs together if it's sturdy enough. If it's not, come back to that about 6 inches apart, feet parallel, Tadasana. And inhale, take your left arm right up to the sky, palm facing the midline. As you exhale, sweep your hips to your left. Let the lifted hand come up and overhead. Imagine reaching towards your right where the wall would meet the ceiling. A few breaths here. Ground your feet to the earth and imagine as you ground down, that energy rebounds back up your legs, up your torso, up and out your lifted arm. You can look straight ahead of your torso or down towards the shoulder that's not lifting. A few more breaths, like a crescent moon. Picture a crescent moon or a croissant if you prefer. And then as you inhale, come up like you're inflating a balloon and it's lifting. Inhale, float up. And then exhale, just relax your arm down. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. To the other side, inhale and lift your arm. The palm faces your midline. Exhale, hips shift to your right, reaching overhead and finding length. Imagine reaching for where the wall meets the ceiling. And take some deep breaths, looking either straight ahead of your body or let your head turn down. And find what feels good for you in terms of your edge in this pose. The further out you shift your hips, the more of a challenge. So see, you don't have to go very deep into it, or you can, whatever feels better. Inhale, like a balloon inflating. Inhale and float yourself to center. Exhale, relax your lifted arm. One breath just here. Inhale and exhale. Good. If your feet are touching, come back to that feet apart Tadasana, about between 4 and 6 inches, feet parallel. We're going to be playing with tree pose, so you have the option to come to a wall or another support if you prefer. Bring your hands to prayer pose at the heart. Shift and ground your right foot to the earth. Give your right leg your weight. Let it be strong, grounded, and remember, rebound that energy from the earth back up your standing leg, standing tall. Lift your left heel from the mat and then rotate your left leg out to the side. Make a connection, lifted heel to standing leg. So this is basic tree pose. Fine to stay right here. Fine to explore and play other ways of being in your tree pose. You might like to lift the lifted foot up around your calf, but avoid your knee at all costs because we don't want to injure the knee. Arms may feel better down by the sides of the body or up towards the sky. Whatever variation you choose, embrace your softness. Even maybe play with the wiggle or wobble, go into it, see what happens. Play with the idea that being rigid is more likely to lead to losing control than being flexible is. Bring your hands to your heart if they're not. Take your left knee to face front and ground back down. Good. Over to the other side. Shift your weight. Left leg is strong and stable, standing tall. Lift your right heel off the mat, rotate your right leg out to the side and make that connection. And from your basic tree pose, you can stay right here or you can evolve into other expressions. And both sides do not have to be the same. Do what feels good. Let your eyes be focused on a still point. And focus your mind on your breathing. Allow your body to be strong and flexible, strong and relaxed. Hands back to heart in prayer pose. Take your right knee to face forward. And softly ground back. Good. Take your stance wide on your mat. Turn your toes so they face in front of your body. And starting from there, rotate your left leg 90 degrees towards the short edge of your mat. Keep your hips, belly, shoulders facing the long edge of your mat as best you can. Open your arms strong out from the shoulders and start to bend, a 90-degree bend into your left knee. The knee stops when it's over the ankle, and the knee is heading in the direction of the middle toes. We don't want that knee falling in or falling forward. Gaze comes and turns in the direction of your left middle fingers. Ground your feet to the earth. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw. And here, for the next few breaths, conjure the feeling of groundedness. Slowly start to straighten your bent knee, relax your arms down. Good. And start to prepare for warrior two on the other side. Right leg rotates 90 degrees towards the short edge of the mat. Left leg is turned in 40 or 45 degrees towards center. Hips, belly, chest, doing their best to stay facing the long edge of the mat. Arms open, strong, 90-degree bend comes into the right knee. Gaze is in the direction of the right middle fingers. Again, conjure that feeling in your body of groundedness. Let that feeling vibrate through your cells. Grounded, stable, sturdy, and at the same time, just like in tree pose, soft, flexible. And start to straighten your bent leg, relax your arms down, and turn both legs so they face the long edge of the mat. Take your hands behind you. See if your fingers interlace. They may not, and in that case, you can grab something to use as a strap. You can, instead of interlacing fingers, clasp fingers or grab opposite wrists or forearms, or you can just reach. So you have many options. Choose the option that works for you, and then we're reaching our arms in the direction of the earth behind us. Let your sternum lift towards the sky. Either keep your gaze right in front of you, chin to chest, or let your head softly fall back, lifting your chin, opening through your throat. Whatever feels better for a few breaths. Eyes open, come up to center. Release your hands to the front. Inhale. As you exhale, start to come forward and down towards the earth. You can use your props like we did forward folding earlier, or hands can come right down to the floor. Let your spine be heavy. Head falls heavy. Imagine your spine like a waterfall, draping down, flowing down. Let your hands rest where they're comfortable. And then we'll take a little bit of movement here. Hands wherever they feel good as you gently bend into one knee and then the other. So we're gonna just be fluid. Imagine your body like water. As you go exploring, flowing side to side for a few moments. Good. And come back to center. Bend your knees a little bit, eyes open, roll your spine up. Head is the last to lift. Good. Once you're tall and standing, turn your heels in and toes out. Bend your knees. Knees are bending out in the direction of the toes. Take your right hand to rest on your right thigh. Inhale, sweep your left arm high like before, and also like before, exhale into a side bend through your torso. Inhale to come up, straighten your legs up to center. Exhale, relax your lifted arm. Inhale right here. Exhale here. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, bend the knees again. Breathe naturally. Relax your left hand towards your left thigh. On your next inhalation, sweep your right arm high, palm faces the midline. And as you exhale, take your torso over to that side bend. A couple of breath cycles here. On your next inhalation, come up to center. And exhale, relax it down. Good. Take your feet together, facing the front of your mat. Bring your legs to close. Hands to the heart. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend your knees, drop your backside down into chair pose. So this is a basic chair pose. You can take your arms out in front or up to the sky. And you can sit as deeply as you like or not. Do your best to keep your chest lifted. So if you sit more deeply, there could be a risk. Your body may want to fold forward through the heart center. Work to stay lifted and tall. A couple more breaths, full, steady. Good. Inhale, stand. Exhale, relax your arms down. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward and down. Good. Breathe naturally, bend your knees and step your feet far back. Push into your hands, take your hips high to downward facing dog. Feet are parallel, head is heavy. If your body prefers more rest, come down into child's pose. Fingers are wide apart, pushing through the padding of your hands, rotating your elbow creases towards the front of the mat. If you are in downward dog or child's pose, we'll transition to tabletop. And then just very simply sweep your legs out in front. Good. We're going to set up here. Take a minute to ground your sitting bones. You may rock side to side until you feel really connected there. Flex your feet, toes to the ceiling. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, come forward. Let your belly move towards your thighs and rest your hands wherever they feel comfortable. It could be on your mat, on your legs, or on your feet. Gaze is on your mat, between your feet. Imagining length here. length through the legs, length through the spine. Inhale and get taller, lengthen your spine, lift your spine, and then as you exhale, come forward and down again and keep all of that length. Inhale and get taller, lift your spine, lengthen. Exhale, keep all of that length as you come down into your seated fold. A few breath cycles here. You can close your eyes if you like, just to feel more deeply into your breath, into your body. And with a flat back, sit all the way up to center. Once you're seated at center, pull your left foot onto the floor, bending your left knee. The right leg is outstretched. Take your right hand to hold your left knee for support and bring your left hand towards the floor behind you. Inhale, sit up tall, and as you exhale, pull your belly in, start a twist towards your left side, belly, ribs, shoulders. And you don't have to, but if you want to, you can include your neck, head, and eyes. A few breaths here, sitting up tall, imagining your spine like a spiral staircase, elegant, lifting, rotating spiral. Let your head come to center, shoulders, ribs, belly. We'll switch legs. The outstretched foot is flexed. Take your right hand to the floor behind you for support. Inhale and sit tall. Exhale, pull your belly in. Belly, ribs, shoulders, neck, head, and eyes into the twist. For a few breaths here, make any adjustments that help you feel more comfortable in the pose. Head to center, shoulders, ribs, belly. Good. Straighten both legs out. Then open them both to V. From there, softly pull your left foot in, nestle it against the inside of your right thigh. Take your heart, torso, spine, gently rotate it towards your outstretched right leg. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, belly towards thigh. Hands crawl out and ground where they feel comfortable. Lengthen your spine over your outstretched leg, just gazing down towards your shin. A few deep breaths. Breathe into the back of your body as much as you can, into the backs of your lungs here. Start to walk your hands into center. Turn your heart to center. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Right foot is flexed. Now inhale and sweep your left arm high. And as you exhale, reach overhead as if you're going to touch your right toes. Keep your belly and your chest facing front so they're open, they're bright. And a few deep breaths here. You can look straight ahead of your torso or down towards your outstretched leg. On your inhalation, float up to center. Exhale, relax it down. Good. We'll change legs. Take a moment to settle in. Turn your heart in the direction of your outstretched left leg. Left foot is flexed. Inhale at center, sitting tall, and then exhale, belly towards thigh. Walk your hands out. Settle into your forward fold here. Looking down towards your outstretched shin. Deepen your breath. Close your eyes if you like. Reconnect with your intention. And crawl your hands in so you can sit up to neutral. Take your left hand to the inside of your left leg. Inhale your right arm high, and then as you exhale, reach overhead as if you are going to touch your left toes. Remember, the belly is facing front, the chest, the front of the body is open, looking either straight ahead or down towards your left leg. And inhale, float up to center. Exhale, relax. Good. Take both of your legs, stretching right out in front once again, and come towards the front of your mat. Step your feet onto the floor, knees bend, thighs are together as much as can be, knees are together. Sit up tall, reach your arms out in front, thumbs to the sky, fingertips energized. Keep squeezing your legs together, sitting tall, lifting your heart. A few more breaths. We're going to hold here for a few rounds of breath in Navasana boat pose. Arms are outstretched, palms are facing each other. Imagine holding, like earlier at the beginning, an orb of energy, healing, energizing. Give it a color. Good. Straighten out your legs and see if it feels okay. The challenge, flex your feet and roll down onto your back. If that's not enough support, use your hands and your arms to come down onto your back. Once you are down onto your back, we'll rest for a moment before we move again. So just feel that letting go. Tune into your body. Feel the floor under you. Bring your feet flat onto the floor, hips width distance apart, feet parallel. Take your hands to the floor on either side of your hips. Head looking straight up to the ceiling, head neutral. Start to push down strong through your feet and legs and lift your hips into bridge pose. Lift your hips as little or much as you like. We'll stay here for a few rounds of breath. Make any adjustment that feels good. What bridge are you building, metaphorically, in your life, in your inner self, in your destiny? What bridge are you building now? And softly relax your back down to the mat. Relax your hips down to the mat. Let your knees gently drop to either side. Bottoms of the feet press together. Hands either onto the belly or Arms reach up and back overhead, resting on the ground. See what feels comfortable, and we're going to hold for a few breaths here in a passive way. It's not like bridge. It's not like warrior. We're not working hard to sustain the pose. We're softening and letting gravity do the work. Can you let go of your body a little more? And now we'll come into Shavasana. Get any props you might want. You might want a pillow behind your knees or something to rest behind your knees. You may want a blanket or something behind your head. The legs stretch out with space between them. Palms turn to the sky. Arms are out, away from the body. There's room for air to circulate and energy to move. Allow your eyes to close. Feel your breath, soft and easy. Let the weight of your body go even more now. Release your muscles. Loosen your jaw. And as you rest, create a feeling of peacefulness in your body. Peaceful like a bright blue sky. Peaceful like a fresh flower. Allow your body to feel peaceful, to vibrate with a sense of peace in every cell as you rest and breathe easy, natural breath. And as you rest, visualize yourself peaceful, just as you are, or in another favorite peaceful spot, like your favorite place to snuggle, your favorite beach, or a spot of green grass. Visualize yourself resting, peaceful, nurtured, and feel that again in your body, in every cell. And as you rest, feel the sensation of the floor underneath you. Notice the sounds you can hear. And start to move again. in a way that feels good, in a natural way. Explore. Explore moving, reawakening. Follow your exploration to a comfortable, cozy fetal position on one side. And pause there. Make space and time for yourself to pause and rest and just to be. And then in a way that's easy for you and natural, make a journey up to seated. Take your time. And get comfortable. One hand right on your chest and the other on top of it. And as we close, feel your vibration. Join me to sing YAM, Y-A-M, 3 times. And that's the seed sound from yoga for the heart center. You can visualize green light if you like all around your heart. And to add one more layer, if there's something you want to give to your heart as you chant and feel your vibration and visualize green, just call that to mind, like a gift, something you'd like to give to your heart. Press your hands to Anjali Mudra prayer pose. Bow your head to honor the divine in you. And I honor the divine in you and in all things. Thank you for joining. Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness has a wonderful array of classes on Facebook Live, and you can catch them after the fact as well. They also post to YouTube. So I will be here again next Sunday and for the next several Sundays. Have a wonderful day. Take good care of yourselves, and I look forward to practicing with you in the future. Bye for now.